And that was our music news. If you're just joining me, the program is everything music. You've missed a whole lot because you're right on time for my guest segment. And who do I have today? It's no other than the sensational Focus. Check it out.
Bàbá gbọ́ àdúrà mi o. Bàbá gbọ́ jọ̀wọ́ gbọ́ àdúrà mi o. Bàbá gbọ́ àdúrà mi e. Bàbá gbọ́ jọ̀wọ́ gbọ́ àdúrà mi o. Mom she called me, said her prayers. Ire ni kò yí mi ká. No more labors, no more struggles. Blessings all the way.
My name is Hassan Matthew Oluwase, popularly known as Focus. Majority actually don't know my name. They just know me as Focus. I'm a photographer by profession. I'm a professional photographer. I'm into music for some years now. It was a friend actually. I'm a person that I like I said, I'm into talent. So I was a dancer, and this guy just came up with a song, but the chorus was not really nice. So he was sharing the song with me. How do you say this? How do you say this? Someone told me that this chorus is not nice. Can you come up with something? So as a creative person, I was like, okay, let me see what I can do. So I came up with the chorus, and it sounded nicer than what he had. So it was like, what do you think if you do this with me? So it sounds somehow, because I never have the intention of going into music. So, when we did the song together, locking. So the first platform we ministered the song was and it was a very big platform for me. So then I was like, wow, is this how music looks? First time I was singing this song in my life, I had to meet Solomon Lang. Like, is this how music works? I met with Chris Morgan. Just first time. I was like, oh, it's like this, music will carry me go far. That's how I started music. So but along the line, I started seeing another perspective of the music. So then I discovered it's not what I think it used to be. It's more than what I think it is. Yeah, I do Afro. The gospel Afro. And I'm a person that I love the streets. Like, I love streets. So all my songs, I try to relate them with the streets, because I feel majority of our gospel songs, the church, pastors have preached them in the church. So everybody inside the church has already known the message. What happened to those guys outside that don't come to church? So we try to do the song in the way that it also speaks to them.
Baba bless my way, Baba bless my house. I know one that can.
Normally, what I do is this book, by Pastor Chris, Rhapsody of Reality. We have the youth own, it's TiVo. So what I do is from the TiVo, it's a daily devotion that I read every day. So I make sure I read them and make sure I understand what I read. So those are what I use in my music. Those are what I compose. I use as my lyrics. So, and some other days, like the things that happen to us, reality, like life story itself. At a point, I was doing music. A lot of people don't know my tribe. This guy is it Yoruba? Is it Igbo? Is it Hausa? And no one has ever actually guessed me as a Yoruba person. So I had this chance of going to Lagos to learn Yoruba. Let me just come with a slow kind of Yoruba vibe. So that one now does not come from the Rhapsody or the TiVo. It was just an inspiration. I was like, let me just do this for the guys out there, so they can they should be able to define me.
You are the one who gave me peace.
100%, like 100%. Like when we started, it was the mindset was different. But while growing, meeting people, the idea started expanding, like started getting more vision. I started a program some time ago. It's called Gospel on the Streets. So I use that as a platform for myself. I don't have to I know, we do one or two things. So like, I have to just get a platform for myself to show what I know how to do. So the first event program I had was, I actually, a lot of souls were won. So it was amazing that there was like actually God showed Himself that day. By the grace of God, used me to make a crippled man to walk on the street. So it passed a lot of message to me. That was what changed my mentality, my mindset. Like, guy, this is just the part. Assuming you've been doing this for a long time, how many people have been blessed by what you do? So that's how I started. Like, I grew into the music fully, and by the grace of God, it has been growing every day. The lyrics, most of my lyrics are confessions, because I discovered that majority of what we speak works for us, but majority don't know. Yeah, this see me see trouble, all this, like, they don't know those words works for them. Like, it might not work now, but you're laying a foundation. So what I do is, most of my lyrics are confessions, like positive confessions to yourself. So to you, you might just be vibing it, you might be singing, but as long as you're speaking the positive words to yourself, that I believe I'm helping you to lay a foundation that will speak for you, if not now, but later in the future.
Baba, make my water pure, pass pure water.
I've worked on, I've worked on a lot of songs. While we're starting, work on a lot of songs, but while we're growing, it's like this song, no, I don't sound that one, it's out of the line. So like, counting from where we started doing, where we can start counting our song practice, worked on 8 to 9 good projects. Like, we have other projects, but there are some projects has to actually fly. Like, these songs are top of them. And so far I've worked on one EP, and which we're working on another one currently. The EP is Adura, the EP. So that's the project we've worked on. So
Baba gbọ́ àdúrà mi yé. Baba gbọ́ jọ̀wọ́ gbọ́ àdúrà mi o. Every day I pray for my family, pray for my hustle. Make you bless my hustle, bless me double. Baba blow my whistle. Kí n rí bá ti ṣe, kí n rọ́nà gbégbá. Mo fẹ́ jíjó ayọ̀.
yeah, Adura, the EP is a life story actually. Just like I said, a lot of people don't know my tribe, where I came from, and the journey so far. I just discovered that everything, all the songs I sang, are things that have happened to me. Like, not that I composed them. I just look through the songs and I discovered there are things that I've passed through. They are not lyrically, it's not even speaking about reality, about what I passed through basically. But I just discovered, like, one of the song, things that have happened. Like, when you're facing challenges, suddenly God just shows Himself, you overcome them. And at the end of the day, I end up using that to sing a song. Like, I don't come up with, I want to use this to sing a song, but I go to the studio, and when I'm done, this song, actually, that thing that just happened to me, that just overcame, this song speaks about it. So my song speaks to me personally. Like, so I believe if it can bless me personally, then it can also bless others. So Adura, the EP, is basically, I actually dedicate that song to my mom. She's late, but she really did a lot of work, and it's time for her to actually reap what she has sown. But she's late now, she's no more. May her soul rest in peace. So, but that song, that Adura, the EP, was dedicated to her. Actually, I've not really worked with any top artists in Nigeria. Most of my, I only did collabo in one song. I don't really do collabo. I have my reasons. But we're starting. So one of the, like, the EP, I did collabo for one song, and it's just a friend of mine. Like, the guy is just talented. I saw when he did the rap one, I was like, what? This guy, he killed it, man. Let's do this. So after working on the project, it was a great project. Like, in fact, it's actually one of the hits. Like, one of the hits I have so far. Like that's what people know me for with. So it's an anthem that people know me with. So it was not planned though, but like I wanted doing that alone. But when I just escorted me to the studio, and he was like, when he just freestyled on it, I was like, guy, what would you think if you should be child? And he was like, it's good to go. And in fact it was not even a written song. It was a freestyle. I see myself at the top of the world. Why? Because whenever I look at myself, I always see myself high, like at the top, always at the top in music, everything I do. I always see myself at the top. And but the fact that, yeah, we're pushing it, we're hardworking. I'm a gospel artist, but open to everybody. Like the secular guys, as long as we preach, what we sing is a message that will pass to people. Because I was opportune to do a backup for Sugar Boy a few days back. That I could not, guy in a gospel and a secular. So all those competition, I don't do that. If we are to help each other grow, why not? If I am, drawing myself back from them, who knows? Maybe because of me, would have given his life to Christ. So I can't, because of that, pull myself because of the secular artist and the gospel artist. So, I look forward to work with everybody, and for that reason, I see myself at the top because I'm not selective of who I relate with. So I just believe as long as we are preaching the same thing, we are on the same page, on the same line. Trust me, whatever you do, whatever line you are, whenever you are working with focus, you must align with the focus.
Baba bless in my way, Baba bless my hustle. I know one that can bless him will go cause me trouble. I dey hustle, Baba bless me double. Keep poverty, my bami jaro ya wrong. Baba make my water pure pass pure water. King beba mi kúrò nílé boys gutter. Ìlú kankan ò lè tún bí ti bass guitar. Káráyé má pa kádàrá mi dá.